the
Yeah.
amount of people I had, at least when I had social media, told me to off myself, and all sort of Nazi. I would call me a Nazi and white supremacist over that. I said children cannot consent to puberty blockers.
Hey, everybody, I caught myself somebody from Denmark, which is awesome, and a youngster, which is even more awesome. But before we move forward today, thanks again for joining us. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, putting the likes. All of the things you're doing is really making my channel grow. We hit 90K, which is pretty awesome. So with that, I can't do this without you. I say it every time because it's real, and I do appreciate all of you so much. Together, we create a great community, and we fight back against the nonsense that's happening. So with that, I have, is it Christian? Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes, actually, the English
Christian.
version.
Okay, right? Say it. So can I
I
call
I
you
pr I
Christian?
pronounce things kind of funny, so
So do I. So we're in different countries. So why don't you introduce yourself and then we'll move forward from that.
yes. Hello, my name is Christian Steen with two E's actually.
Excellent.
I am 16 years old. I, of course, come from Denmark, the southern part actually.
Great.
Um,
So you're
been
16. Are you
yes,
are you transitioning
not socially yes, but medically.
socially?
In the far future, okay. If
Right.
it's right for
That's
me, of
good.
course.
So that's excellent. So do you live as a male or do you live as a female?
I live as
Like
male.
male. Okay. So when did you start socially transitioning?
When I was about 11, 10ish,
Oh,
so
wow.
quite a
So,
while ago.
wow.
Not many people know what the trans or gender dysphoria was at that time, so it
No.
was very, very unique thing to be like I was, and of course people treated it as it was. It was a rare mental illness.
That's right, friend. That's right.
Oh,
You understand that. So from like 11 or 12 you started living your life as a male.
yeah, 'cause I had
Wow.
this feeling that something was just
Wow.
very, very wrong. Sorry, I'm swearing, but
No, swear all you want. Yeah. Wow. No, I totally, of course I relate to that.
yes,
100%. That's true dysphoria.
yeah, I just I had never known myself without this discomfort, this unbearable, I wouldn't say hatred, but well, like dislike for
Yeah.
my genitalia at that time because I did not have
Yeah.
boobs. I had like a very boyish voice,
Okay.
a
Great.
child. I'm still am, but like
Well,
I'm getting
different.
there. I'm getting there. Getting
Now
to
you're considered
adulthood too.
well, now you're considered a young adult at 16.
Yeah.
So you're not a kid
Yes.
anymore. But you're not taking hormones, are you?
No.
You're not?
No.
Nope. And you haven't had any, but you look so great. You look very masculine.
Thanks. It's called look
Yeah.
matching. I try the best. I try to pass as much as possible, cause
Got it.
like I think that Seth said, your producer, being called she/her, I just want to run to the bathroom and hide.
Yeah. That's right.
So
Totally.
I try my
100%.
absolute best to pass as male.
Yeah. But you do. I think you could totally use the mail room and nobody would ever know. I'm not
No,
kidding.
nobody, not many people know actually.
No, you just seem like a young boy. That's what you sound like and what you look like. So it's working.
Yes, working.
Without any hormones or without
Yes.
anything, this person is what we call social transitioning.
Mm.
And tell us a little bit more about why are you choosing to social transition as opposed to maybe taking hormones?
Actually, I did try to get hormones when I was
Okay.
15, but they denied
Okay.
it because I had autism.
Oh, so they
But
back.
because of the how many because the sudden rise of autistic girls who wanted to become boys all of a suddenly, they just if you have autism, no, we're just gonna wait and wait till you pap either detransition or
Right.
just actually show that you are gender dysphoria. They did listen to me a bit, but
Yeah.
it's,
But
it's
today, do you notice how many young
yes,
trans people have
yes,
autism?
it's awful.
It's I don't I think
Well,
it's great that
what's
you're
happened? It's I think it's a social contagion because it likely is that.
thank you.
Because
Thank you.
autistic people, I can definitely talk from experience. We are very
Yeah.
impressionable. We get
Okay.
easily influenced by stuff, and just so you know, I did not know what trans was when I socially transitioned. I did not
Yeah.
know what it was. I just wanted to live as a boy.
That's exactly a transsexual. That is, I say this all the time, Christian. The fact that these kids are saying they're trans has me very concerned because we're not trans. We have gender dysphoria. We want to be men. We don't want to be women, and that we never say we're trans. Like it has become a social contagion identity choice, right?
Yes, very much.
You can just see the difference. Him and I are exactly the same. He lives as a dude. He doesn't say I'm trans. Like, what is this? So you're right. So autistic people live in a space of like like black and white, right? Where everything is sort of needs to be,
I think it really depends, but most of the time, yes.
yeah. So
It's very black and
what?
white. Oh,
So
yeah.
why would being trans? Why would autistic young people feel this need to be trans? Do you know?
I think in autistic girls, there's this very non-accepting society that I won't say society, but
Hmm.
basically, I remembered myself. People did not believe at autism. People were like, "Oh, you're just a girl who's acting funny." Because
Wow.
also, not
Wow.
to mention autism in itself is you're just very impressionable. You get easily influenced. So you see that stuff on TikTok, like, "Oh, you don't need gender dysphoria to be trans, and you can be whoever you want to be," and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
I guess
crazy.
so. I
It's
guess because of the influence plus the autism, I think people are just like autistic girls, especially, are just like, oh, maybe
yeah.
I can do that because nobody seems to like me as an autistic girl. Maybe as an autistic boy will do.
Or a trans boy, right? Because
A
everybody
trans boy.
likes trans people now. So if you're trans, you get into this group of people who are liked. So wow, I swear to God, man, it's so upsetting to me to see this
Oh yes,
because I
very.
don't think many of these people are actually trans.
No, I don't think so.
I
I truly
don't.
hope not, because this is very awful. I can. It's
Thank you.
awful.
It's awful. It is. The fact that people are going around going trans joy. I want to, I'm trans. Like, no, any actual trans person would never do that. We don't want people to live in this.
No,
It's
I
a hard road.
sometimes I just wish it was like a phase or something like that, because
That's
I
right.
do really want to accept myself as a woman, female, but like at the same time, like, oh, this is very painful.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, gosh, you've been doing it since 11 too. I mean, I guess on some level I did that. I mean, my parents let me dress like a boy and that was in the 60s, right? So there was no name for it except a tomboy. But I sort of played around with that and wanted to be a boy and felt I never said I felt trans, right? You see the difference? I don't think that we say we feel trans. We feel like we want to be the opposite sex.
yes, very much. Yeah, I just want to live. I just want to get testosterone and move on, but at the
Yes.
same time,
Yes.
it's a dangerous hormone.
Good for you for
So
saying that.
I'm just sitting here waiting till I can get to the adult clinic and get through the therapy session, get through the evaluation, see
Yep.
if it's right fit for me or not, or I see I have to wait more, or
Yep.
what now. And hopefully I can just move on and live as a dude.
Are you in therapy now?
I was at one point or another. I actually finished all of the sessions a while ago. So no, not right now. Maybe because I'm actually doing somewhat alright, at least as
Great.
well you can do with this discomfort.
Uh, are you in school?
Yes.
And how do the other students treat you at school?
Oh, at the time, at the beginning, actually, I wrote a bunch of stuff down. So,
Great. Great. Great.
at the time when I came out, I at the school reacted like they would to any other kid who has been found out that they had a very mental illness. They
Okay.
reacted supporters, trying to ease the illness. So they called me Christian and he,
Okay.
him, stuff like that. Treated me as a boy, which I'm very grateful that they treated me as a boy and not a special girly kid princess. I mean, the other students were like, they were pretty accepting as well, because they have never met anybody like me before.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
know what it was. And
Yeah.
I'm very happy that they saw it as a rare mental illness and they just wanted to ease the pain that I had.
Yes. Beautiful. That's great. That's the way it should be, right?
Yes,
This is a mental disorder. We have
it's
a
a
mental
mental
disorder.
disorder. Very, it
Yeah.
is a mental disorder.
How can they say it's not when it literally is? I mean, people are like saying this isn't a mental disorder. Why would you say that? It's what?
But even if it wasn't a mental disorder, why would you put medication in healthy bodies? Please don't do that.
Exactly. If there was nothing wrong, then why are you putting medicine in little kids? They're doing it to little kids now.
Oh,
Do they doing that in Denmark?
at one point or another they did, but I think they have fully stopped with testosterone at least. Estrogen is a very slippery slope. It
Yeah.
very regulated, at least as I know, as far as I know.
Yeah, we don't. But I think they stopped doing all the stuff that they were doing here in the United States. They're
Oh,
now giving little
poor
kids.
America.
We're screwed. They're giving
Yes, very.
kids, little teeny kids at 10 years old, they're giving them puberty blockers. It's so crazy. You know, I'm gonna say, Kristen, you're actually really in a great space because you're moving through it healthy. Look, I transitioned at 30. I look very male. There's nothing, and all I did is put testosterone in my body. So it's a big lie when they say that you have to give puberty blockers to these kids because me and you are gonna look
Oh,
like men and be
I'm
fine.
so thankful that I didn't get puberty blockers.
Dude, you have no idea how lucky you are. Seriously, it would have destroyed your body.
Oh,
Also,
it was
a lot of the kids,
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely, dude, and all the kids that are taking it are losing their space of sexuality, right? They're losing their desire to have sex. They have no emotional sexual
I'm
experience.
going
Like
to
they don't even,
cry.
I know. I know. How dare we do that to a
Yes,
child?
very. How
That's
dare
right.
we? I don't like it. I no, stop it.
Why?
Get some help.
But why? You're 16. You seem very intelligent. Not that 16 you shouldn't be, but I want to know why do you think that we are now targeting young children to be trans? What do you think that's about?
I actually don't really know
Yeah.
ideology, I guess, because if they don't get the
Yeah.
kids, they're not they grow up and be intelligent people and actually not be woke and in this gender cult.
That's right. That's right.
I
So they're
mean, I have
they're
s-
all
I have seen my friends go into this cult thingy, gender ideology. It's scary.
it's scary. I've
It
seen them
is.
too.
Oh
It,
wow.
their whole brain starts to rot because they get very angry, right? And they get very angry at you if you don't say what they want you to say. That's just something that has nothing to do with being trans. That's something else.
Yeah, very something else. I one of my old friends at my old school back when I was in ninth grade. Um, she was first a lovely girl, absolutely
Hmm.
lovely friend. Then she, shaved her head, started self-harming and stuff like that. And she then also became like a demi-boy, non-binary trans man, going by all sort of pronouns. And you couldn't be around her without her complaining about stuff. And I just feel so
Yeah.
bad for her.
Yeah. I bet.
Oh,
I bet. It's sad. These
yes.
kids they're seeking something, right? And a
Mm.
lot of these kids, well, here in the US, I don't know there, but a lot of them are autistic. There's so many trans autistic children.
Oh, sadly, yes.
It's
I
bizarre.
the I mean, she was also autistic, so
Yeah, but there's a difference here, friend.
yes, there's a difference here. I
There
know.
is I can already feel the difference. Not, I'm not saying that you can't be trans and autistic. Of course you
I
can.
mean,
Of
I'm
course.
not I'm not trans, but gender dysphoric kiddo. So
That's right.
I
You're
mean, I
gender
told people
dysphoric.
who actually know me as who have known my story and know I'm biologically speaking female. I
Yes.
told them if you're going to call me anything trans-related, please call me a transsexual. I don't want to be related to any of that ideology. Shite.
Psychos. Good for you. That's right. We're transsexuals, you and I. We're
I
not.
mean, it's not really the correct term yet, because I've referred to transsexual as um, male and females who has gone through a medical transition. I have
That's
not done
right.
that yet.
But you're still transsexual, even though you haven't gone through it. Your whole identity is trans. No, I can tell. I can. You're not identifying as
I'm
trans.
not.
You're not,
I
and you have a medical condition, and you're 100% okay with saying I have a mental disorder. That's a transsexual, and you want to be a man. You don't want to be a woman, though you still understand your biology. Everything you say is exactly what I say. Everything. That's a
lovely.
transsexual. You don't have to have
Yes.
started. You don't. You're only 16. You didn't have to start doing any of this to make yourself a transsexual, especially at your age. You're very smart not to do that. I can see what you're doing, which is what I did. Very slow and methodical, just in case you might not want to make that mistake. I don't think you are, but just in case, you're being very smart, kiddo. Very smart.
Because I don't want to make mistakes. I have seen all the detrans people. Like, I remember this woman. She can barely look herself in the mirror now because she have a beard and masculine jawline and stuff like that. I don't want to see myself like that in the future.
That's right. That's right. So, do you have detransitioners in Denmark?
Yes, we have. I think quite a few now.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it's horrible. Oh,
Wow, see, it's happening everywhere now.
mm.
It is a social contagion.
Yes, very bad social contagion. Horrifying, actually.
Do you have other friends, trans friends, or in the community friends that you hang out with?
I remember being. But that was almost 4 years ago now. I think 2 maybe. I don't remember. This older trans gentleman. He was in his 30s. He was the only other transsexual I know. The other kiddos was like gender fluid and purple hair. I mean,
Wow.
I like the dyed hair. I love dyed
Yeah,
hair.
who cares?
It's
Yeah,
it's fun. It's fun.
yeah, totally, totally. Who do you have a friend group now that you hang out with?
No, I don't really have like trans friends, but I do have some friends I hang out with school. But I'm not really
Yeah.
that type of dude who likes friends. I like being alone. I like my alone
Right
time.
on. Yeah, friends are overrated. Just saying.
Not really. I like having friends, but not like to the point where I like it's a need. It isn't a
Right.
need for me.
Great. That's excellent. Good for you. You're a very
Mm.
independent thinker. I can tell. You're very independent. You know exactly. You have a goal. Let's talk a little bit about your parents. How are your
Oh yeah.
parents dealing?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Are they good?
Um, yes, they are very good at it.
Excellent.
When I came out, I said I wanted to be a boy. They were very happy that I found a relief for this pain I had, because I was actually self-harming at the time and was very
Oh,
stressed because I did not know what it was. I
that's
was
right.
9, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
What do any 9-year-old know? Not much, actually.
Nothing. Yeah,
So of
nothing.
course they were very, very happy that I found something that could, at the time, relieve the pain and just
Yeah. Did you go to a therapist? Did they send you to a
yes,
therapist?
a lot of therapists. I
Excellent.
mean, I've
And
been in the medical psychiatry system for so long because they want to see is there something else? Is it bipolar? Is it ADHD? Is it something like that? Oh, it's just autism and gender dysphoria.
wow, it's so great though that they really did give you the diagnosis
Mm.
so you can understand what's happening with you. How about your autism? How is it like really bad or is it like
No, I
just
it's just
the lower
it's
the
I must say
lower?
the very like the absolute end.
Okay.
I don't like
Yeah.
being touched and noise. That's really all.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. No, no, I hear you because I do interview a lot of mothers of autistic kids, and one of the interviews I just did, the mom has like whatever the highest level of autism is, which is not good. He's
Poor kiddo.
13. He can't. Right, he can't, he has to be with his mom all the time. He has to wear diapers. He's really far, far
Oh.
gone. And yeah, it's kind of sad. So I know that it's a spectrum, right? The
Yes.
autistic space,
Mm.
right? What I notice is a lot of kids are saying they're trans and they're autistic. I feel like they're just taking that on. They're not getting a
I mean,
diagnosis.
most of the so-called autistic trans boys, some of them don't even have autism.
What?
I mean, they just self-diagnose.
I know, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Wow. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on over there in Denmark.
Oh wow.
So are more and more, do you see more and more young people transitioning?
No, I don't see them medically transitioning. It's absolute no, as far as I'm aware, actually.
Wow. Okay, great. But you see a
Socially,
lot of social. Do you see a lot of
yes,
social?
to not the transsexual men or women,
Trans.
trans, gender fluid, non-binary, stuff like that. It's never specific like you and me. It's just like
No, that's right.
something else. That's not
Well,
trans.
it's not trans. It's an
It's not.
identity. It's
It's an
identity.
identity.
It's identity, which is not trans. Trans is a
Oh,
mental
I
disorder.
mean, the gender ideology is also somewhat, at least in some places, has infiltrated the political system as well.
Oh, totally. Has it
Oh,
done that there in
yeah,
Denmark?
yes, some places.
What a shame. Oh
Yeah.
my God. That's sad.
I mean, I saw a clip of a woman in, I'm just going to say some Danish stuff, Pernille, what's her name again? Pernille Skipper from the political party, Enhedslisten, saying that men can birth children. At a, like this I like this state thingy. I don't remember what it's called.
What?
I'm like, what the
Actual
fuck?
politician said
Yes,
men can
can
have
birth.
babies?
Yes,
What? That person should be fired.
please,
That's a
away
lie.
with them, please.
That's an actual lie. Men cannot make babies. People like Kristen and I, we can make babies. I can't anymore because I had a hysterectomy, but we're not men. We're biological females. So, of course, we can have babies. That's a manipulation and gaslighting. That's not
I
true.
don't like it.
I don't either. It's actually hurts trans people. You know that.
Yes, I was like, I,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm a biological female. Please, I'm not a man. At least biological speaking. I can birth children because I'm a
Uh,
woman.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that because it doesn't take away from your journey, friend. It makes your journey more powerful. When you, I feel like we're trying to erase what trans is. I feel
Oh,
like that.
very.
The most powerful thing in the world for me was to transition, but to always be honest of my transition. And that's why people around the world like me because I'm like, no, I'm a female who became a man. I didn't change my set. And people are like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Then that is kind of opposite for me because I just want to transition and move on. Live
That's
the
right.
lie as if I had a penis.
No, no, no. That's me too. But the problem, well, I'm a public figure, so right. So I decided to travel the world and tell people about myself and do
Oh, yes.
talks, right? But if I just walk down the street over there, nobody ever knows, and I don't tell people, right? My identification says male. Everything is male. I don't live as a trans person. I live as a man, right? I'm a man, but I'm not a man, right? That's really the most important. But I say that to the world. I'm not a man. I look like a man, and I want you to call me he. But the reality of it is that men don't get pregnant. Stop saying that. That's actually weird. It's weird.
I mean, the beginning of my social transition, there wasn't something. The trans kids did not exist.
See? He said it. Told you. No, people seem to think
I
that
mean,
they.
oh,
Yeah, go on.
sorry. I remember in the beginning, nobody knew, and the people that knew, it was because they know somebody like me and you.
That's right. That's right.
And all of a suddenly, people have this wrong idea about it that you don't need gender dysphoria to be trans, and anybody can be trans, but it's still not a choice. And
Makes no sense. Zero. Like, what? I know. It's shocking. It's just shocking.
I mean, even the people who used to have this same opinion as me, because they know me, have changed
Yeah.
it because of woke gender ideology.
But those people are just followers, friend. Those
Yes.
people don't think for themselves.
No.
People like you and I actually think for ourselves. And
Oh,
those
please.
people,
I love thinking. I love thinking.
me too. And I like learning and I like hearing new ways of being. I like all of it. But what I don't like is liars. And what I don't like is trying to manipulate us and gaslight us to think that we are not thinking right. Of course, we're thinking. Men don't get pregnant. Trans men get pregnant because of their biology. It's what is the
Facts.
problem? Facts. You said it 16 kids. 16. You're smarter than half the adults in the room. Brilliant. Oh my gosh, kiddo. I just can't take it. I mean, I'm here for you. You know that. I want all you
Oh,
transsexual
please,
kids.
you're like my grandfather, my
Ah,
tronic
thank you.
grandfather.
Thank you. No, I am here for you because I want you to have everything I have, my friend. It changed my life. It was the most amazing
Oh,
thing that ever happened to me. I would
oh,
not be this
wonderful,
guy.
wonderful.
It's a wonderful space that I feel in. But I did it as an adult. I did not do it as a child. And I lived a life before that, which helped me become a better person. When you rush a child into this kind of stuff, you don't
Oh,
give them the opportunity. I think you're very, very, very intelligent, my friend. And I think you're so smart for going so slow, right? Slow, methodical.
I love my parents because they just let me be.
That's right. Excellent.
They just let me be a little child. Run
Excellent.
around, play with dinosaurs, be
That's right.
Superman.
Yeah. Great. Great. That's what we need to teach parents more, right? We need to teach parents just let your kid be. Stop putting all this baggage on them, right? Oh, my kid is wearing my 4-year-old wants to tie a ribbon in her hair. That means or his hair. That means he must be a trans kid. I'm like, what? He thinks the ribbon is cool. He wants to put it in his hair. That has nothing to do with being trans.
I mean, I love playing with Barbies and toy cars.
That's right, because
That
you're a
doesn't mean
kid.
I'm gender fluid or some bullshit like that. I mean, everybody is some form of masculine and
Totally
feminine.
agree.
You can't be either
That's
one.
right.
You're like a very mix of both. That
That's
doesn't
right.
make people non-binary. Please stop that. Get some help.
Get
Oops.
some help. Oh my God. They don't even go to therapy. They just say, I'm non
Oh,
binary because I don't feel like a man or a woman. And my pronouns are they, them, he, she. I'm like, but wait a minute. How can they be they, them, and he, she? I thought you didn't believe in binary. He, she is binary. Now I see so many non binary with he and they. I'm like, you're so full of it. What? He is binary.
very.
So I'm mixed up. I'm actually confused. Are you?
Yes, very. Very
I
confused. I don't like this. I
don't
want
like
to
it.
hide. I want to run to the
Yeah,
bathroom and hide in the
yeah,
men's room.
yeah, totally. I hear you. Me too. I don't want anything to do with it. It's actually creepy and it's killing us. You know that it's hurting our community so
Oh
much,
yes.
these people.
I
They
mean, in the
are.
beginning, people accepted me, and now, if they know, they have too many questions
Oh,
about like,
wow.
are you in this cult or you're that or what? People say, oh, you just have a
Oh,
rare mental illness. Okay, I understand that. Let's ease the pain by calling you
yeah,
a man and or at the
yeah.
time a boy and he
Right,
him.
right,
Now
right.
they just like they can't wrap their heads around it because
That's right.
they've been confused by all this ideology that the
That's right.
so-called trans men and women, boys and girls, non-binary shit thems.
I
Um,
know. Yeah, totally,
they've been
totally.
told that oh, you do all this bullshit about so-called trans people, and now they actually meet someone like me and you, and they get
Yeah,
confused.
that you're right. That
It
you
is
hit it right
hurting
on the
me.
head. But it's right. It's affecting people like Christian and me when these other people are pretending they're trans because they're pretending or they're not the same. That's why I call myself transsexual. You know that,
Oh,
right?
same. At
I
least
will
when
not.
people want
Yeah,
to call me something trans related.
yeah.
Also, try to avoid anything trans related.
Me too. Me too.
It's just
Completely.
man,
Yep. I'm just a man.
male.
That's right. Hmm. I don't blame you. Many of us are, right? I always say I left the trans community. I'm not part of that because it doesn't reflect who I am. It doesn't feel like a community. It feels like a cult.
Oh, I don't like cults. Please don't. I don't like them.
So you're 16 and
Mm.
you'll be 17 soon. Yeah.
In May.
Fantastic.
Mm.
And then are you still in school? Yeah.
Yes, I am actually in a boarding school. It's very normal
Okay.
here in Denmark to send your kids away to a boarding school.
Oh,
So right
wow.
now I'm at home with my
Okay.
parents. They are sleeping
Okay.
because it's
It's midnight.
midnight
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah. Sorry.
Um,
So,
at the beginning of the school year over in my boarding school, nobody knew I was trans or
okay.
had anything to do with this.
Right.
Until somebody from my old school started spreading rumors about me. That sucked. But we tried to turn it into positive, so I actually got to speak to the whole entire school
Okay.
about what it means to be me. So that
Great.
was very awesome.
Great. Great. But wow, somebody actually outed you?
Yes, I did not like that.
Well, of course not. That's your personal business, and you're a transsexual. You don't want anybody to know you're trans. You want to just be a boy and move forward in the world. Wow, that is so gross.
Ew, yes, I was like, ew, it's her again. Ew,
Mean. It's mean.
it's
And
mean.
so was the person who did it, were they trans?
No,
Non-binary?
no, they
Just an
just an
asshole.
average mean girl.
Just an asshole.
Just an
Totally.
asshole.
So after they outed you at school and you had to talk to the whole school, what happened?
People were very accepting, minus the two woke kids that were there.
Tell me about the woke kids.
um, they did not quite understand what I had to say because all their brain was they were very confused what I had to say because
Yeah,
they have been told that this is an identity choice, something that you put on as a cosplay, and then I come out there at
totally.
200 people or more saying, "Oh, this is a mental illness. I cannot
Yeah,
do anything about this."
yeah. Great. Great. And they
I
got
like
pissed because they try to
yes,
say it's not a mental illness. They try to say I know who everyone knows who they are. No, they don't. They don't know
no,
who they are. And
no.
especially trans. Bullshit. Mm-mm.
I mean, I have a good idea about who I am, but please, I have not lived in the so much in the real world yet. I have not had a job yet. I don't have my own house and stuff
Thank
like
you.
that.
But also, when they say I know I'm trans, that's how I know it's all bullshit. Because no one knows they're trans. They know that they feel different, right? Or they want to be a boy or a girl. That's what trans is. But to feel, they've made trans an identity now. It's not an identity, it's a mental disorder,
Mental illness.
mental illness. It's so stupid that people are arguing with me and you who actually live it.
Oh, but
You know,
the
yeah.
amount of people I had, at least when I had social media, told me to off myself and also a Nazi. I called me a Nazi and white supremacist over that. I said children cannot consent to puberty blockers. I'm like,
And
I'm
they
saying
came
I'm
after you.
15, bro. What the fuck have I? I'm not Hitler, bro. I don't control Germany, please.
Wow, that's so sick. No, because they try to stop us from saying that. They don't want,
I'm just like I love being hated because that's just mean I'm doing something right.
That's right. Good for you. I
Because
told you you're
I learned
smart.
one thing: not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay.
Excellent, dude. Excellent. That's so powerful. So they won't. Nope.
They won't.
Everyone will never like you, dude. I stand in this space right now where this side hates me and this side hates me and the
Oh
trans community hates me and it's crazy.
yes, I have both conservatives and liberals hate me.
Me
I
too.
have every type of person hate me. I also have every type of person love me. So it's
That's right. That's
yes,
right. You just find your space in the world and you'll be okay because the bottom line is not everyone will ever like you. That's just
that's
reality.
a fact.
It's a
Fact.
fact. Facts are that's a whole other conversation. Facts don't count. I mean, it's kind of clown world,
Oh
the whole
yes.
trans. Well, it's gonna crash, kiddo.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. It's all gonna crash. It's not gonna last. It's all built on false bullshit and
Oh.
These kids will grow out of it, and
Oh,
like
yes.
me and you are the ones who are going to be left here cleaning up the mess because we really are trans.
Oh,
But the
good, good thing,
fake
good thing. I love cleaning.
excellent. No, but you're our future leaders of this community. We need you. Your future. You, Marcus, all of you young kids who have your head on your shoulders and you understand your mental disorder and you understand what it means to actually be a trans, you're the ones who are going to take us out of this shit. Seriously. You're very important to the future of transsexuals. You know that.
Oh, thank you, Buck.
You are. You are. I've
I
highly
appreciate it.
no, I feel very, very strongly about that. It's why when a young person like you of 16 contacts me, it makes my heart swell because it means that you actually care about yourself and the community. You know what I mean? I'm only here to help. I'm not here to make people feel shitty about
Oh, that
themselves.
reminds me of Buck. When I first actually was curious to know about if someone else had it like me, you were actually the first person I saw.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yes.
well, that's how old I am. I've been around a long time.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's great. I'm happy because I hopefully I influenced you like positively.
Yeah, you did actually. Yeah, I saw. I looked up to you like a grandpa because
Thank
I
you.
don't have grandparents. So.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. I'll be your grandpa for 100%. Well, because I
Thanks.
care about you, kiddo. I want you to have an awesome, amazing transition. And I mean, you seem so healthy. You really do. Your mental stability seems really grounded.
At least as stable as I could guess with this discomfort.
Yeah, but you know why? I think because you go to therapy, you're doing it slow. You know, I think you truly have gender dysphoria. You've been dealing with it since the age of 9 or and you know what I mean? Like so
Ever
you
since I can remember.
that's right. That's right. That's right. It's so important that people see you because now a lot of people will see you on this and they'll get to say, see the difference between this young person and these crazy young people who are like attacking everybody if you don't say their name right. It's, can you imagine? Like someone got your pronoun wrong. Who cares? Move
Who
on.
cares? I mean, at school, where somebody told she her, I'm like, okay, cool. And then we just move on,
That's right.
get
I
back
did.
to schoolwork, and then
Actually,
like
something
10 minutes
real.
later, like, oh, did I call you sweet? Like, no, never mind.
Yep, that's right. Beautiful. Oh
Mm.
God, I hope other young people see you because they need to get out of this mindset that somebody's, you know, it's also about intention. You know that. If someone accidentally misgenders you for whatever, who cares? It was a mistake,
It was a
right?
mistake.
Mistake. That's right. Nobody,
So,
I can't imagine anyone would accidentally misgender you. You look like a boy. You don't look like a
sometimes, but it's
really?
very, very rare
Very
actually.
rare.
Depends on how much hip I can. Depend on how my clothes sit on me
Your
that day.
body.
Your
Yeah.
body, my
But
body.
that could also, you know, the dysphoria
I
around our
mean, even
body.
biological males get misgendered sometimes. So I'm just
That's
like,
right.
okay, fine,
All the time.
all the time.
I know tons of guys that get misgendered,
I
like
mean,
on the
especially
phone.
if you have long hair. I
That's
mean, from the
right.
back, you'd be like, oh, that's a woman, and you turn around, a
That's
full
right.
beard man.
No, my kid had long hair, like down to here, right? And he's 11 and he comes home. I'm getting misgendered at school. I go, well, then cut your hair. He cut his hair. He did. Doesn't get misgendered anymore. It's a real thing.
Mm.
So what does the future look like for you? What are you planning on doing after high school or school?
Perhaps I want to be a tattoo artist,
Great.
so
Great.
drawing a lot. I actually made the painting in the back, so
Oh,
and we
wow.
can't really see.
Yeah, it's kind of dark, but maybe if you
Let's see,
have a
adjust
light.
the lighting a little
No,
bit.
so you're an artist.
Yes, I love drawing.
Oh,
Yes,
fantastic.
so hopefully I can get an apprenticeship and start tattooing.
That would be incredible. Do you have a shop or anybody that you know there?
Not really, because I live in the southern part of Denmark.
Is that far? How far is that from Copenhagen?
About two
Like,
hours in the
okay.
drive, so sometimes
Okay.
three, depending on traffic. So
Right, sure. There's no train. You can't take a train
Go
in.
train, but it's expensive.
Wow, really?
Yes.
That's
I mean,
so weird.
they might just take a helicopter over there.
That's crazy that it's so expensive. What?
Yes.
I remember when I was in Denmark, I can't remember if it was expensive or not. I got really taken care of by like a rock star. I don't remember like if it was expensive. I just remember how beautiful it was. Extremely
Mm.
beautiful country. I loved it. It was amazing.
Mm.
Um, so we're going to end here, but is there anything that you would like, maybe you want to say out there to the trans community or to people or to the world? You have a message maybe?
I don't really have anything to say other than
Okay, that's
take it
fine.
slow, meditate, take it easy. You're gonna be fine.
Real, that's so good, dude. Meditate, brilliant. I say the same thing. Slow down. You're awesome. I would like to be friends with you. You're a great kid. Maybe when I get over to Europe again, we hang out.
Yeah, maybe sometime.
So that would be amazing. Keep doing what you're doing and keep being a badass because you are, and keep being focused because you're really. We need more young people like you. We do need people need to see you because then they realize, oh, there are young people who really have gender dysphoria
Oh
and can
yes.
be helped. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much for stepping up today, Christian, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining us today. Leave him nice comments. He's an awesome kiddo, and hopefully, these kinds of things you're gonna see a difference between a person like him and what's happening out there, and you're gonna see the difference between people who have actual, real gender dysphoria and people who are struggling with some kind of identity choice. So, with that, I'll see you, like, subscribe, do all those things for me, and see you Wednesday on the live. And